Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey,
Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen? You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey.
You know you love me. Hey everybody, welcome back. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I hope everybody's having a great day. So far, so good for me. I cannot complain. I mean, I could if y'all want to hear it. Do y'all want to hear it? Okay, I think so. Welcome back to Beyond the Gates Unlocked, and thank you for joining me here over on the So What You Think channel for the daily recap of Beyond the Gates. As usual, it was a good one. It was a good one. Listen, even when it ain't banging and slanging all day long, you got to look at what you can learn from it. And we did learn something, did we or did we not? We know we did. So, always little tidbits, right? I hope you guys are having a good day so far. Are you? Get down in the comments and talk to each other, engage with each other. That's what we're here for, because we love to gossip about these doggone Duprees. That's the whole reason that we get together. And how do you become a gatekeeper? Just by commenting. Once you comment, you get your official fanfare welcome into the gatehood over here behind the gates, and you too can be an official gatekeeper as well. And we like to laugh about the show, but we also like to dig deeper into what we really think about these storyline, these characters, and what it means in real life. How do you relate to that true and blue throughout your own life? I need you to help me to make the channel grow, and you can do that by hitting the like button. Subscribing to the channel. Those things help to keep us busy in the algorithms. It keeps us active in the algorithms. And these days in these YouTube streets, that's harder and harder. So as a small channel, I ask you to lend me your support by way of doing that. I do appreciate you for doing so. If you're able and you want to, you can also do a super sticker or a super chat to also support the channel in that kind of a way, so that the behind the scenes things are taken care of. And I appreciate your support for that in advance for those who are able to and who want to do so. I thank you for that. We have some wonderful mods over here, so please take a minute to say hello to the mods and to Tony Lynn, our official greeter. Tony Lynn, if you're out there listening, I want you to know that we, the Gatekeeper family, do miss you. We want to know that you're okay, and we do hope that things are going well for you. We'll be glad when we see you typing down in the comments once more. What else do I want to tell you guys? Oh, about the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button, because we have our own office of the like button. And when you don't hit the like button, she can bring this thing to a halt and just let you know.
Hey, you, hit the like button.
All right, so don't make Miss Belinda here have to pull things to a halt, but she will if she got to. We do what we must. I've already hit the like button on 2 devices, so I'm in compliance. I don't know about you, but I am. All right, with that, let me see who's down here typing in the comments.
Who's that typing in the comments?
We got changes coming on the channel. One of the things is going to be that I'm going to try to get to these comments sooner to see who's down there. So you're going to have to get in here early if you want your name called out. And I love my name. When I'm on somebody else's channel, I don't like nobody knowing my comments. I like somebody to say my name. Say my name. Say my name. So I try to say your name over here. So if you want to hear it, you're going to get in here and get down there and get to typing early on it, because we're trying to get to the review. Bilo Didi is the first one here, and she says, "Hey, gatekeepers, Miss Jen and Moss. Hey, Miss Bilo Didi." Scarlet Speedster is also in the house and says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, Tony Lynn, my mod squad, and to the gatekeepers, and hello to you too as well. Thank you for hitting the like button." Bilo Didi says, and thank you. Hey, JV, you're getting to be a regular around here. We're so glad to see you around over here today, and hope you're having a great day. Miss Elaine, all the way from New York, is in the house and says, "Hey, gatekeepers, I'm driving home, but looks forward to listening to live." Well, you know what? I'm gonna try to keep it entertaining just for you, Elaine, while you drive, because I know that traffic in New York is something else, child. Rhonda Reed says, "Hello, everybody." Hey, Miss Rhonda, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Belinda Hill, our officer of the like button, is also in the house, and she says, "Hello, Miss Jen, Tony Lynn, Elaine T, gatekeepers and mod squad. Happy hump day." And of course, I hit the like button on the way in. Why? Because she's the officer of the doggone like button. That's why. She ain't about to miss. All right, so far, that's who I had down here in the comments. And with that, I'm going to unlock the gates and see what had happened today over here beyond. Not beyond. I always want to say beyond the gates. Behind the gates. Unlock them gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. All right, first things first. Let me scroll up here to the pictures, see what's happening. In 1 second here. Okay. All right, so Smitty had been out on a long night of snooping around for a story. You know, if all of this is involved in being a reporter, I don't want it. I mean, an investigative reporter, I don't want it. Because you know what I don't understand? Why do we got to send people out in the bad weather to show us the bad weather? Can't you just borrow some footage from somebody and put that up and tell us to show us the bad weather? Why these weathermen got to go flying down to all these places with hurricanes to prove that it's happening? We know what's happening. I mean, investigation ain't for me. Reporting ain't for me. If I can just sit in the studio and report, I can do that. But anyway, Smitty had been out on a long night of being nosy, trying to see what he could see all up and through. Okay. So he's like, "Yeah, I'm tired. I've been out." He's like, "What you covering?" He was like, "I can't tell you." And then Martin was like, "Okay." But you know he wanted to know because he knows it too. Naomi meets Jacob over at Orphe Jeans, and June was there. She was chatting it up a little bit. And she's still lying about that bracket test. This child's still lying about that bracket test. Why? I don't know, girl. You may as well just come on clean. Hold on 1 second. Okay. You may as well just come on clean with Jacob. Because Jacob going to be mad when he find this out. Because you know one thing Jacob can do, baby, is throw a hissy fit. Jacob can get mad quicker than anybody that I know. His face is always, hold on, let me see if I can find a picture. Jacob's face is always like this. He either being loving or he looking like this. Jacob gonna be mad with you. Watch you see what I tell you, Miss Naomi. But anyway, she's still lying about the bracket test and claiming that she's headed to the hospital to do some research for her mama. And Jacob is confused. He's like, I thought you tested negative. And she's like, yeah. I'm just going over there to help my mama with some stuff. Girl, all these lies is gonna catch up with you. Now, Vernon was sitting down there trying to do a little bit of, hey KB, trying to do a little bit of research for his sweet one, Anita, for cancer treatment and all of that. And she walked over there and she was like, "Look, you want to go upstairs?" And he was like, "No, And she said, "Okay, you know what? You can leave in," because she's tired of him doing all this stuff that he doing. She just trying to be Anita. And you want to make it all about cancer. And Anita ain't about to let you make it all about cancer. Some of this is going to have to be about Anita. I ain't mad at her about that. I'm not. Now, Nicole is at work when Kat shows up with coffee and criticisms. Kathy there to bring, I mean, not Kathy. Kat is there to bring criticisms and coffee this morning, baby. She all up in her mama face, talking about me and you need to talk about you hanging out with that dress, with everything hanging out while you had the dress on. I was like, girl, who is the mama up through here like you gonna tell somebody what to wear? You need to be worried about your daddy. who over there at the country club with Leslie all up and through his business while he on a phone call ordering up roses. Because you know one thing Ted can do is order some roses. He can order some flowers. Ain't nobody gonna say Ted can't order flowers. Ted can order the best flowers. The best flowers, okay? And at least he don't send the same ones. Like, he not a man that just sent 12 roses. I remember that I was watching this old movie and this man was sending every time he would send roses, he would say he would only send 11. And his note would say, 11 roses and the 12th is you. It was a smooth line now. 11 roses and the 12th is you. At least Ted not that. Ted just a flowers guy. Y'all lay off Ted, let Ted send his flowers. I like flowers. Don't y'all like flowers? I prefer candy, but I like flowers. Let Ted send his flowers. But anyway, Leslie was over there listening to him order not one set of roses, but two, right? So then she thinking that he's ordering something for her and Eva. This woman is beyond delusional. Let me just go back and say this purse she was holding today was really nice, and she had a coat to match it. That's about to sell out. I can tell y'all that now. Y'all know y'all about to go run and buy that purse and that coat. But anyway, she was like, how nice of you to be thinking about getting roses for me and Eva ahead of time. You want to get ahead of the rush. Get us some roses before Valentine's Day. And he was like, no, I wasn't getting no roses for y'all. I mean, now Eva might get some roses. But girl, you best to check in with Marcel about your roses. Because he don't owe you not narrows, okay? Not even a sunflower. He don't owe you nothing. But anyway, she goes on about how, you used to send me roses and I like that. And he said, listen, hold up. These roses are for Shanice. So see, for those of you talking about how, oh, Eva shouldn't have went and told her mama that he was dating. It wasn't about to be no secret. He ain't secretly dating this girl. And now he done told her straight out, they for Shanice. And she was like, oh, you mean big booty Shanice? Nurse, she called her Nurse Nosy. She's like, oh, I'm happy for you and Nurse Nosy. Hmm. I'm glad that she's getting some attention from you, whatever. And he told her that she needs to accept that he's seeing somebody and that they ain't about to be together. And if you intend for us to be friends, that's what you want to do. Hold on 1 second, guys. Somebody cooking with some pepper because it's making me cough. Okay, now he told her, if you intend for us to be friends, then you're going to have to accept the fact that you and I ain't together and I'm dating somebody. I got somebody. I'm going to be seeing people. Girl, ain't about to be no me and you. You're right, Ted. I do wish you the best with that. Because believe me, I got people to send me roses. I'm like, well, then go get them to send you some. But then when he left, she canceled her reservations at the country club. She told the man, she said, I got to go serve up a dish that's best served hot. Now, they say that revenge is a dish best served cold. She said she was going to serve up a dish hot. I thought for a minute you was going to meet up with Marcel, girl. But here you go. But, we waiting to see what it is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, Carlton stopped at the desk, and him and Shanice have a chat right quick. And they were talking about, their perspectives and how things are going. And they both agree that they are both happy with their current, situation. So I was like, well, good for y'all. Although they would have made a cute couple, but oh well. Now, Kat is continuing on with her speech to her mom about that dress she had on and how she shouldn't have had it on. And what is it? Because she was acting like she was a reporter. Please tell me what it feels like to be out here with an inappropriate dress on when you somebody, mama. And her mama had to get her together. She was like, girl, if you don't stop. But she was going on and on about her mother's dress and her barely wearing anything. You were barely wearing anything. They just couldn't believe it. And Nicole told Kat, she's not. She said, I didn't realize you were so uptight. You're a little repressed. I was like, oh, no, your therapist mama didn't girl. But she ain't wrong though. But anyway, she's like, I didn't realize that you was this uptight. Now your daddy doing what he want to do, but for me, you all up in my bag. She's like, girl, please, you ain't about to cake bake shame me. You ain't about to cake bake shame me. You like to bake cakes. I like to bake cakes. How you think you got here in the first place? She was like, "Ooh, Lord, I got to get up out of here because I know you wanted to run out of there with your fingers in your ears going la 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 because your mama done told you something you didn't want to hear." But see, that's what happened when you get in grown folks' business. You get a grown folks reaction. I bet you won't get to question all that no more. Now, Anita wanted Vernon to get his butt back to work or do something. Go to Banneker. Ain't they looking for you? Maybe by now you done gave 14 speeches and need to be writing out stuff. You ain't doing nothing but sitting up and researching cancer. And I don't want to talk about cancer all day. You like Marsha with the thing. And I ain't trying to do all that. So she said that she just needs for him to just leave her alone and give her some space. Let me be Anita. And again, I understand. She don't want to be defined by what she's got. Now Martin wants the deets on who Smitty is out with, investigating. And Smitty said, it's private, I cannot tell you. And Martin tried to get the info because he was like, because maybe it's something I need to know for my campaign. He was like, I'm not about to tell you. So he bagged off. Smitty promises he'll be careful though. But Smitty, I got a feeling that listen, I'm gonna say again, Smitty is somebody that we need a storyline ramped up because right now, you the June Cleaver of the show. And what I mean by that is you just at home making eggs and not doing much. Oh, Beaver, I mean, really? We need you to do something controversial, sir. Something. Because we tired of you just at home making orange juice and whatnot. You don't be doing nothing. You don't be talking about nothing. Now, Jacob wants to know why Naomi is doing research for Braca. And she says, for my mama. And then she had to get up and go leave. So then June sat down and June was like, so what's going on with Nicole? Because, usually Nicole be talking to me and stuff. But right now, Nicole wasn't really having much to say. Is she all right? And he was like, yeah, she's just worried about her mama and her grandmama and all of that going on. She was like, okay. I just wanted to know now. So then, let me see. Jacob old fine daddy Elon came in there. Jacob old fine daddy is fine. He's fine. Okay, so Jacob old fine daddy Elon came in there and sat down. And he wanted to know how things was going. He was like, it's going pretty good so far. But I think his father is feeling really nervous about his son being involved with something that he don't really know where this is going to go because it doesn't seem that you knew much about it. I mean, your son is the one that had to bring you the situation. Okay, so and because Joey don't know nothing about now, Joey is the crookedest person in town, so we thought. But for your daddy, who runs with the crookedest man in town, to not know about somebody crookeder than that, your daddy is worried about you, and he should be. But Jacob assures him, "I got it. Don't worry, I got it." And he's like, "Okay, but I don't know. Because he told him felon is not going to be an option. But Jacob had that face. He was like, why you always got to think somebody can't do nothing? Is that like, boy, ain't nobody said you can't do nothing. I just said be careful. But daddy, I said I got it. And you act like I can't get it. Yeah, son, but I need for you to watch your back. I'm like, ooh, Jacob, if anybody got the best agitated face on this show, it's Jacob. Jacob got the stink face down, child. He do. Now, Kat has run on over to her grandmama since she couldn't get no sense out of her mama. And she was like, I need to talk to you about my mama because she acting out like some video vixen. And Anita was like, girl, sit down, let's talk. What you need to do is give your mama some space to let your mama do her. Your mother has always been one that did, right? And all of that. And so now she's trying to focus on herself. Okay. Hold on one second. She says she's acting to you. She may be acting a little bit out of character, but she's just trying to be Nicole right now. Your mama's not like Danny. She didn't go do everything under the sun. She's kind of always been a do-writer. And now she's just being her. Okay. She's having fun. Why begrudge her that? Anita also shares how she got Leslie's noise from her construction workers to be quieted down. She says, when it gets to be too much, I send Rowena over there with a basket of food, and they take a break for a long time because they be over there eating it, which was really smart. But wait till Leslie find out. Leslie gonna one up you, but she may have some sympathy for you going through this cancer treatment right now, and then again, she may not. Now, Naomi has come to the hospital and she's asking Shanice for some info on some doctors. She's like, because I need to talk to somebody about breast reconstruction and I need to talk to somebody about, different treatments and this and that. And she was like, this is the stuff I need. And I just need to know who you think are the best in these areas. So she's going to give us some information. She's like, what you doing all this for? And of course she said, for my mama. I'm like, girl, you just lying all over this hospital because Ashley gonna tell her because Ashley can't hold water. Her or Jacob. Now, Marcel and Leslie end up bumping into each other. See that purse in that coat? That's the purse in her hand, the coat in her arm. Very sharp. Very sharp. Okay, but they end up bumping into each other down to the hospital. He was there to check on something for a perp that had done something that was there, I guess. He had to ask some questions. So he bumped into her and he said, so you want to go have a late breakfast with me? And she accepted, but as they was walking out the door, baby, she saw them roses coming in. She said, hold up, I got to go check on my mama to talk to one of her doctors. Because he was like, what you doing on this floor? Ain't your mama got moved to a different floor? And she was like, yeah, but now I got to go check on one of the doctors for my mama. So I'm going to have to take you up on that later. So then Shanice came to the counter and saw those roses and she was looking at them. And then Leslie was over there looking at her like, this heifer here. Girl, I don't know what Leslie got planned for you. I don't know what Leslie got planned for you, Miss Leslie, Dana, Sherry, Anna, Lulu. But girl, you might have to put your Lulu wig back on and come back up here and give her what's her because look how she looking. She got roses, you don't. She got roses, you don't. Not, but I would like to say sidebar. Whoever got this floral treatment here, unless it's just a picture of it that I got, this is not TV ready. These flowers are not TV ready, okay? We need some more baby breaths in here. We need them roses spread out. Somebody just jewed that, not stuck, but jewed that down into the jar and just brought it on set. Don't do that no more. Please. Ted is the flower man. His arrangements must always be on point, although they are beautiful color and they standing up nice. But please do better with the floral arrangements in the future. Thank you. Now, Carlton is in there inviting Dr. Nicole to go with him to a family destination party and to ask her out also. She agreed to the going out. And he was like, but let me go and ask you now. I have a family destination thing that I would like to invite you to. And even though I know, and she was like, well, let me just tell you this. I'm not ready to commit to something that far in advance. That's a month from now. Right now, we can commit to a couple of dinners and, whatnot. Let's slap a tell. But I'm not trying to, have to go see your family. I want to meet your mama. I want to meet your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your dog, and everybody. I ain't ready for all that. You and me right now, we just hanging loose, sir. Plus I seen the other Dr. Kyle yesterday, and I got to see what's happening with that. So ain't nobody got time to be committing to you for no month from now, no 30 whole days. 30 whole nights, woo! And not a word from you. I know it's 7, but 30 whole nights, woo! She ain't got time. She can't take it, won't take it. She ain't got time. Nicole is on the loose, baby. The juice is on the loose. She ain't got time. She ain't got time. Okay. She can't do it. He was like, that's okay. I just wanted to tell you that so that you would have time to prepare if you were willing to go. And I was like, it was so nice the way he was talking to her, real understanding. But you know what? Sidebar. Carlton, it's going to be for this very reason. The doctor, no good, going to beat you out because the good guy don't never win in the end, child. It's always them bad boys that everybody be wanting. You over here being too kind, too good, too understanding. And she about to run over you for that. She is. Now, Anita asked Kat if her mother dating is a problem for her. And Kat said no, but several people, that ain't right. And she was like, no, ain't nothing wrong with her laying out her options and all of that. Okay. She said the girl didn't do a lot when she was young. Okay. So she may want to try to throw a couple wild oats. Leave your mama alone. Okay. So she said Anita agrees to talk to her. She was like, will you talk to her? She said, yeah, I talk to her. But it's probably going to be for what you want me to say. Miss Cat. Cat just over there, just all in everybody's business. And then when I came in there, my mama was talking to Carl, talking to the man. But I had already seen her with her lips so caught, and I don't know where she go. With Nita was like, girl, mind your business. I talk to your mama. Go on, little girl. Now Smitty promises that he ain't gonna do too much. He gonna get some rest. He ain't gonna do nothing to jeopardize nothing. Don't worry about it. Hey Myrtle, I ain't about to do nothing. I ain't about to say nothing. I'm gonna be good. Why am I here doing my assignment in the middle of the night while you don't know what I'm doing? Now, Jacob, what I would like to know is how is you hiding and ducking behind stuff with a whole duffel bag with you? I mean, does it have to be a fashion statement while you out here trying to find out what's going on in these streets? Do you not know these costumes and stuff is what get people caught up? You're just supposed to have on a black jacket, sir, and be out there doing what you do with a recorder on you, not writing stuff down and carrying around no duffel bag. Somebody needs to tell you how to get it done. But anyway, he told Martin, I'm gonna get some rest, I'm gonna get some sleep. And he tried to get some sleep, and then 2 seconds later, his eyes was open. He was sitting right back up, writing on that pad, child, trying to write down all the facts. The facts, sir, and nothing but the facts. Now, Vernon and Martin meet at the country club, and he said that Shonda wanted. Shonda wants Martin to go door to door to talk to people. You know, be in touch with the people because it's campaign time. I guess you can't go door to door when you're not campaigning, huh? Because that's when the people probably want to hear from you, but I digress. But anyway, Martin says that he could see that Vernon wasn't really himself. And he was like, listen, I know that you're going through a thing. And he said, you know, she put me out and told me to get out of face today. She was just like, you need to go head on. I was like, ooh, okay. I know that was the way Martin felt too. Now, Leslie is being Leslie, trying to get into Shanice's head about her little roses and said, you know, Ted sent me roses like that too. You know, that Teddy. I tell you the way Teddy does. I remember after our first time baking cakes, Ted sent me flowers. Girl, yes, Teddy, and those flowers. Now, she had done shook her off, and then she messed around and dropped something on the floor. Right. Oh, but I thought this was, I did this so y'all can see that person, that code again, while she was getting in that elevator. One thing Leslie can do is stay a hole and stuff, but baby, she can stay a hole in anybody. She don't care. But anyway, Shanice had done dropped something on the floor. So while she was down there clearing it up, Dr. Nicole walked by and said, oh, someone got some beautiful roses. She was like, I remember how Ted used to send me roses after boopity boopity boop. And then she was like, so see, that made Shanice have to stop and think, is this just something Ted be doing? Am I just part of a factory thing that he do? You know, with that something go down the factory line, you put this piece on, you put this piece on, boom, he goes some roses. I'm like, girl. All Dr. Nicole was saying is, you don't sing me flowers anymore. She wasn't, you know. But after Leslie done sat up there and said what she said, girl, I know this made you think when you heard Dr. Nicole come by there and say what she did about them flowers, but she didn't mean no harm. She didn't know you was down there. Did you, Nicole? Nicole, did you know she was down there and heard you? Nicole, is you hating? Now, Elon and Jacob continue to talk, and they get loud at the table because he's trying to tell them, I may have to pull you off the investigation. He's like, nah, I'm going too far. You can't do me like that. Yiggity, yiggity, bippity, bop. I'm like, child, whatever. So as he gets mad to get up, let me see if this was a part. Okay, he gets up and he leaves. I think that, did he leave? No, he didn't leave at that time. I kind of missed writing down what happened here, so I'm just going to skip over that. So Ted comes in. And June's like, I know you want some peach cobbler. That's all people come up in there for is a peach cobbler. I told y'all, Vernon, I got some peach cobbler. Y'all with this peach cobbler, keep on here. So Ted came in, and he saw Eva. They talked for a second and said that she didn't mind. Okay, he ended up saying something to her about how he wishes that she would act better with the women in his life or the other people in his life or something like that. Let me see if right quick I can run this one part back because I missed this part and meant to go back and get a fuller understanding. Because he says, I wishes you felt like that with the others. And she told him, don't ruin things with me now by bringing Eve up to me. Please don't. Because he had to jump up and had to start. Elaine, I think all men got a pattern. one way or the other. I mean, if one is a flower giver, one like to bring wine, one like to take on extravagant dates, one like to dress up. One, I think all of them got somewhat of a pattern. And his flower, I just think he's a flowers dude. He just like flowers. I think Ted is a flowers dude. I know he got a type though. I know he got a type. But anyway, she ended up telling her daddy, like, don't bring up Eva's name when we was having a good moment here. I was over here just trying to say hello, and then you got to jump up and say the name of Eva. And you know I cannot stand that girl. She ain't said all that, but that's what she was saying without saying it, but that's what she said. So then she sits down and she starts talking to June. And June was like, girl, you all right? She was like, yes, but I'm just going to tell you, I'm just sick of everybody getting on my nerve. My family all on my nerves. My dad trying to push my devil spawn sister off on me. And my mother, she out here parading around in the DMV like she got a different man every night and this and that. And the people doing this and I'm tired of this and I'm tired of that. And then June said, you know, that show is a lot of eyes. That's a lot of eyes. And maybe you're the problem. Maybe the problem is you. And Kat was looking at her like, what? Kat, how many more times people got to tell you this, girl? How many? How many? Because you do be me. Ooh, me. And I can't take it. And my father's dating and my mama's saying I don't like it. And my sister said, and I don't like it. And I don't like it. Girl, everything. You. I can't disagree with June on this one. I really can't. Hey, Linda. Okay. Jacob tells his dad that he's the one who bought this case to him. And he gets up and he leaves. He angry because I done told y'all can't nobody do angry better than Jacob. So Jacob stomps off. But before he could get out the door, he runs into Marcel. He was like, what you doing? What you about to go make a deposit for one of your payoffs today? And I'm like, Jacob, you know you get mighty bold and out in the open. And if your daddy wasn't the chief of police, they'd have done took care of you by now because the men in blue don't play by that kind of stuff. You talking out of turn, young man. You talking out of turn. But see, you know you talking that stuff because your daddy is the lead man over there and got your and can protect your tail. Now, Marcel sits on down with Elon, and he's like, how's things going? And he was like, yeah, I'm a little worried about him. He said, well, I done heard on the street that he's doing a pretty good job. If you want me to, I could keep my ear to the ground and keep an eye out for him. I mean, is that what you're going to do, Marcel, or is you going to let something happen to him? Because we all know you sick of Jacob, child. We all know you sick of Jacob. We know. Now, Kat is in the business of the two cops over at their table. She over there looking over there. She's like, what are they talking about over there? Girl, you knows a child. But June brings her attention right on back over there to what she was talking about and continue to go on and read her and let her know you need to do better about your family. But she started talking about her family and how things happen. And again, this is a part of a speech that I missed that I really need to go back and catch up with. And I think I will, because I think for trivia's sake, there might have been something in this conversation that I might want to catch. So I'll do that before the night is over so I can see if there's something I want to grab for trivia. Naomi gets a call from Jacob, who's at the country club now. And he told her he getting ready to do a workout. She's like, why are you working out? You need to get you some sleep. And he was like, no, I think I'm going to work out for a while. And sidebar, how come I think because he jumped up and came to the country club that's where he going to overhear the impaler making a deal or something? I just got a feeling, but we're going to see. Because for what other reason is Jacob over here at this country club? But we'll see. But she ain't no better because she's over there still at the hospital line. He wanted to talk about his fight with his dad. She wants him to get some rest, but he said he's going to work out first. So I said that part, so I don't have to reread that. All right. Now, Vernon talks to Martin. I got this picture out of order. Vernon talks to Martin about Anita's fainting and how much it scared him. He's like, I just don't know what I would do without her. And so Martin was like, listen, you've always been there for me. Okay. He said, so I want you to know that I'm here for you. And Vernon was like, yeah, I'm just nervous because that really scared me. And Anita wants space and I'm trying to, let her be strong and have space, but this is really hard for me. And Martin said, listen, please lean on me when you need me. because you've always been there for me when I needed to lean on you. So please let me be the person that you can lean on as well. And I hope that he will, because Vernon does need somebody to confide in. I remember when my mother got sick before my dad was in a mess job, and him having somebody to lean on was really important. Now, Nicole gets over to her mother's house, and she told her, because her mother had called and told her, girl, come through. I need to holler at you. This is a cute dress Anita got on. One thing Anita know, hey, Jasmine, one thing Anita know how to do is how to lay around the house. Now, she ain't wearing a whole lot of makeup, just enough. But she's like, I ain't so sick I can't roll out this bed and be fabulous. And if I'm going to do a caftan, I'm going to do a caftan. Okay? And that caftan is caftan. Okay? That's a rich lady caftan. You ain't going to find that at Ross. They ain't going to have that one at Ross. Not at Ross. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Nicole stopped by to talk to her mother, and she said, girl, I heard you've been wearing them hoochie coochie outfits, them Chero outfits, all over hoochie coochie coochie. She said, you've been wearing them Chero outfits. Y'all remember Chero? Girl, you've been wearing them Chero outfits all over the place. Your daughter said you wearing them hoochie coochie outfits all in these country club country club streets. But that's okay, girl. You do you. She's like, whatever you're doing, I need you to hurry up and get through it, though, because I need for you to start to rein it in a little bit sooner than later, because I'm going to need you to stand in as the matriarch of this ship that we call a family for me, if I'm not able to, and when I'm not able to. I mean, do you, girl, have fun? But I need you to come on, clean it up a little bit, because, girl, you out here, coochie, 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 coo. Now, mama like, girl, you got to calm that down. You are not that'll. Okay, now, Leslie. You remember Charo? That was, yeah, she is still alive, kicking it, and was a very talented woman. All right, so Leslie done got up in Ted's room and paid somebody to let her in there talking about she forgot her key, right? This room has also gotten bigger by chance, right? Because what's that door back there? Oh, that's the door to the bedroom back there, I guess. Okay, because that is where they turn and go down the hallway. Okay. So anyway, she done got into Ted's room. And she gets up in there. What she going to do is hide some drawers up through there. Now, I'm like, listen, why are you in here hiding underwear in this man's room? Girl, you are diabolical. I guess she know that Dr. Ted done sent them roses. Send her your love and a dozen roses. Make sure that she knows it from the bottom of your heart. I guess she know what come after that. She was like, so let me get ahead of that and plant a little something in here when she get up in here. But how you know they coming over there? They could be going somewhere else. Ted, I hope you find it first. But if not, I think Shanice already know what the deal is. She know you ain't messing with Shanice. If you think she messing with this woman, you crazy. But if you decide you don't want to deal with this crazy woman, that's a horse of another color, which is what she's hoping. Again, the coat and the purse are cute. Ted stops by to talk to Shanice. So he said, I bought you some Orpha jeans. And of course, he got that shirt open so she could see all that neck meat down and that gold chain on it. You know how you do. And so he was talking to her. He said, they started talking about maybe getting together later on. And she was like, I'm up for it. See, he said, she would let it be known she ain't about to be bothered by nothing that Leslie talking about. Okay, so they make their plans to meet later. We're going to see, girl, when you run into them undies. If you're going to be able to keep your word or not, because we don't know yet. Smitty and Jacob meet up over at Smitty's house, and Jacob is all mad that Smitty didn't stay in the car and didn't do what he was supposed to do out there. See, I said the same thing. Hey, Miss Lil, you out there with a purse, not a purse, but with your duffel bag out there in the streets. You shouldn't have been out there with no duffel bag, sir. People know you, and you look like you up to something with them glasses on and a leather coat and a duffel bag. I mean, to me, right away, I'm like, what that person over there up to? You got on the brown t-shirt, you got on the uniform, sir, the brown t-shirt, the jeans, the leather jacket, and a duffel bag. You look like a reporter or somebody up to something, but Jacob was like, you about to get me in trouble and get me caught up. Now, one thing we're gonna say about Jacob is that coat is grabbing the back of Jacob's back. That coat is hanging on for dear life because Jacob be at the gym, baby. That coat is hugging them shoulders and things. It is. Go ahead on, Jacob. Naomi was at the hospital, standing at the door of Dr. Carlton Fitzgerald, M.D. So I guess this is who Shanice suggested that she talks to about reconstructive surgery. She got to talk to somebody, and I guess she don't want to talk to Ted. You say you want the best, girl, so you got to go with Ted and him because they the both the best up in there. They the best up in there. That's gonna be interesting because he can't say nothing. The doctor can't say a word, child. Why you putting Carlton in the middle of stuff? Carlton ain't even trying to be in nothing. All right, now Nicole learns that Anita has been working on a binder that includes everything that she wants, people to, want her to know or take care of, and all of that, just things that she wants her to do for her or take care of for her. There's some, sidebar. Those are some very expensive pillows on that couch. The kind that I would never pay that much for a pillow, child. Never. But you can look at them and tell they real nice. But ooh, child, never, never, never. Now, Nicole promised her, she says, I will take care of everything that you want me to take care of, Mom. And then they end up in a very tight hug with Nicole looking really concerned. I don't blame you, girl. I would be concerned too because your mama could be really, really sick and we just don't know what's going to happen. Girl, the drama, the suspense of it all. And that's what happened today, Beyond the Gates. All right, you guys, that's it. I will catch a couple comments and then I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Let's back up just a little bit and get some of your comments. Scarlett's Pizza says, seems like everyone is sassing their parents on this show, doesn't it? They is sassy children. But I say, I guess this must be what the rich do because, baby, where I grew up, you could never. I still can't. Scarlett's, my mom would have slapped the taste buds out of my mouth. Yeah, you would still have no ability to taste potatoes, cheese, and nothing else, girl. Hey, Linda, you might be able to taste some sweet stuff, but your whole sour thing would be gone. You would never know what a lemon tastes like ever again. Ever. Mine too. And so would my grandmother. Oh, grandmothers, you knew not to play with. Hey, Jasmine says, hey, Miss Jen Moss, Gatekeepers gang. Thank you to the 40 people watching. Can we get the likes up, please? And thank you. Yeah, hit the like button for me, guys. And also for those of you who are watching later, I appreciate that so much. Yes, that caftan was definitely caftan. It was it not? That was cute. Yes, I remember Charo. She's still alive and kicking. She is. Scarlett's Pizza also says, get them likes up, folks. Do it now. Miss Lil said hello, and Scarlett's Belinda says that's no excuse. The operative word is undercover, and all contacts are supposed to be private, not public. I feel the writers dropped the ball with this storyline. Shanice is not going to fall for that trick. I know I wouldn't. Shall I bring them things back and pop them out? Girl, you left eating. Well, no, I wouldn't because I wouldn't want to touch them. Even though I know they probably knew, but even still. Side note, I like Liz. Yeah, that jacket is sharp. Good evening, Miss. And you saw the purse to match it too. See, this is what I don't want for Shanice. Ted is weak and has never dealt with or protected his family from Leslie, and it's one of the main issues with Ted. He thinks he can be friends with Delulu. He's just slow. Because neck, meat, and chain working overtime. It is. You may be right, but Smitty isn't helping much either, as Jacob pointed out. He's not. I mean, how am I investigating something and you standing over in the corner? Man, if you don't get from over here. I agree, Elaine. He is way too passive when it comes to Delulu. I agree, Elaine. Shanice deserves better than this neck meat weakling and his stupid flowers. This mess has been going on for almost a year and something needs to be done about it. Miss Lil says hello to Belinda. I agree Smitty is going to blow Jacob's cover because he's hard-headed. Yeah, you can't tell Smitty that. He put them little glasses on. He think he's Superman. Did y'all read they bring in the hospital administrator? He's going to have Did y'all read they're bringing on a hospital administrator? She's going to have an integral storyline that will involve all the major players. No, I did not read that. But I do know this. We're adding more and more other characters of the lighter persuasion. So hopefully we're not going to get pushed into that this got to be a 50-50 thing, because I mean every other show is for, I mean, is it 50% of us over there on the young and the restless and the hip and the high and the dip and the dop, and not one show is too much for us to have over here? And they saying nobody can come on, but come on now, there's other black actors need some employment. even though it still is, pretty brown over there. But we're just saying, let's not start it up slow now. Let's leave it what it is. This is going to put their lives in danger. Yeah, Shanice should be dating someone in the Naomi Ashley Martin range of age, but Shanice has to date. Shanice is not young, Elaine. Kat needs to be sorest. She is exhausted. She is exhausting. Yeah, Kat is exhausting. Who is being cast? Shanice should send Leslie a bouquet of underwear. You know what? That's a good idea. Now see, that sounds like some misidea. He called her name is Cecilia Spit. Yeah, she ain't black. She ain't black. I never heard of her. Oh, that's her real name. Well, let's look her up. Shoot. You talking about that's her real name? Celia. Wait now. I need it up here. Wait. Okay. Cecilia Schmidt. She got a good name for acting because the people say, that lady with that hard name to say. That's why they be picking these names like that. Schmidt. She white. She white. She look mean too. She look like she gonna be a mean character. She do. Okay, so she was on Star Trek. I recognize her face though. I just can't call it, but I recognize her face from other stuff in the past, other roles. Just can't call it right now. But okay, Cecilia Spett. But see, when this stuff start happening, she gonna need a man, children, and friends. So then you got Jan got a man coming on. You got the doctor just came on. This lady coming on. She gonna need friends and families and whatnot. I'm just saying. Is it gonna be beyond the gates, or is it gonna be beyond the gates and other people? Leslie is so childish. Yes, she is the light of persuasion. That's going to be interesting when she makes her debut. The character's name will be Dr. Lisa Whitmore, Chief of Staff. Also, Leah. So she's playing Leah. Okay, well, that makes sense then. Let her come on then. Let her come on. I ain't saying I don't want nobody. I'm just saying I see what y'all, because you already got the people crossing over to the other shows y'all ain't slick trying to get them ratings over there to the young and the rest of them other people. We know why you're doing it. I know people do crossovers all the time, but y'all want some of this BTG love. But I ain't watching them other shows. I ain't got time. I'm BTG. That's all. That's it. That's all I'm done. All right, y'all. Well, that's what had happened today behind the gates. I do hope that y'all enjoyed the review. I'm trying to make the review shorter. Like I said, there will be some changes. Something big is going to happen. Something big is going to happen. It's happening. Something big is going to happen. And it's going to happen right here. Something big. Okay, so I'm just saying, some things will be changing. There'll be good changes, exciting changes for the channel, because we're trying to stream things down, get things, popping over here, because we're trying to be that kind of channel. Also, we're gonna be adding some discussions to the list, because I like to talk about things. Y'all know what I like to talk about more than anything: love and happiness. Make you want to do wrong, make you want to do right. But I love talking about love and happiness. I do. Men, women, relationships, situations. What would you do? So I told you that's how So What You Think was born. So this is why I'm trying to cut this stuff down, because it eats up so much of my time that I don't have time to do anything else. And I need to grow my channel. I need to grow this channel. I want to act more like a channel owner than a person over here just creating content for y'all like that. So we're gonna make some self-corrections, and you're gonna grow with me as I do. So I know you are, because I know y'all like to talk about stuff too, don't you? All right. With that, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. But before we do, please take a moment to thank the entire gang.
Hey, Mommy, Bilo Dee Dee, Destiny H, Cousin Linda, Elaine T, Belinda Hill, and the Raven Maniac. Thank you!
Thank you all so much for coming over, for joining. I appreciate you for every like that you put on this video, for every comment that you make, for every person that tunes in, for every person that hides in the bushes, even for those that come over here and borrow ideas. I don't mind. I thank you for that too, because, you know, as they say, imitation is the highest form of flattery. And it is, it really is. So, because it tells me that I'm doing something right. So I appreciate that too. For every person who does a super sticker, a super chat, who's ever gave something to the Cash App, who is in the membership, every single thing that happens over here, I appreciate each and every last one of you. My moderators, for all of the very hard work that they do, because they're committed. I jump on, they'll jump on with me, and I know these women got lives. I talk about I'm live every day. If I'm live, some of them are live. Sometimes all of them are over here live. So, and I appreciate that. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much again. Much love and appreciation to you all. Tomorrow is Thursday. I wish I could come on earlier tomorrow, but I can't. I already know what my day is structured like. So I'll see you guys tomorrow evening, sometime around 7-ish. All right, you guys. Thanks so much. And hey, I do hope that you're having a great day. Oh, Elaine, thank you so much for the super sticker. That's so sweet of you. Oh, my moderators are always looking out for me. Thank you so much, Elaine. I appreciate you for that. I really do. And for that, I want to give you...
Check it. Check it. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Thank you again, Miss Elaine. Thank you so much for the super chat, and for the love. Thank you so much for that love and appreciation. I love you so much. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. Was it something I was about to do? No. Okay. So with that, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. And hey, I do hope that you guys are having a great day. And if not, remember that there is still time left to turn it around, make it different, do something different than what you started out with. There's still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.